Hi, I'm Lauren Holmes, and I'm one of the attendance managers here at GCA. We also have Audrey Lewis and Tammy Bradley, who are also attendance managers. So today we really just wanted to dig a little deeper into why we do what we do and talk about attendance and the law and how that kind of fits into what we're doing here. So these are the things that we'll be going over with you today. So first of all, finding who your attendance point of contact is. We'll go over the attendance requirements for the state of Georgia, as well as just defining attendance, some important things to know, and then the role of the parent and/or learning coach. So your attendance point of contact, who is this? We have 20 attendance specialists here, and you will receive a welcome letter from your specific attendance specialist. What is the attendance specialist? So this is your attendance point of contact. If you've been with GCA in the past, formerly we were called compliance specialists, but we have changed that this year. So they'll be assisting you with all things attendance throughout the school year. They're here to ensure that your school-age children are attending school by investigating any causes of unexcused or excessive absences. They're here to communicate with you guys and assist in problem solving, as well as issuing warnings about where your student is with attendance. So where can you find who your attendance specialist is? Like I said, you will get a welcome letter from them, but you can also find them on the student class schedule. This can be accessed in a lot of places. You'll be able to find them within Infinite Campus, Canvas, and Nucleus.
Attendance requirements per the state of Georgia. Kindergarten is required to attend for 4.5 hours per day. Grades 1st through 3rd, 4.5 hours per day. Grades 4 through 5, 5 hours per day. And grades 6 through 12, 5.5 hours per day. Daily attendance can be defined as students participating in school learning activities for a minimum of 180 days per school year. Also, meeting the minimum number of hours required per school day or grade level. This is Nucleus. Class attendance is attending your live class connect sessions based on their individual proficiency levels. This is Jigsaw. Missing 6 classes in any combination is considered one unexcused absence. A few important things to remember are a minimum number of hours. Students are expected to meet their minimum number of hours per day. Asynchronous days, all time spent working, will need to be logged into Nucleus. And for transition time, if they attend each of the required classes, they will automatically receive transition time and should not need to log additional time.
So what is your role here as the parent or the learning coach? We know that you guys have a lot on your plate, but these are 3 of the really important things for you guys to be doing. So emails and announcements. We want to make sure that you're reading and responding to any of those school communications, which include surveys and conferences. So keeping up to date by viewing school newsletters and announcements. Additionally, within Canvas, we will always post announcements regarding mass technical issues so that you are aware that you don't need to submit an excuse on your student's behalf. Monitoring, so you're responsible for monitoring your student at home to ensure that they are attending those live classes or any of their sessions as required, and completing their assignments and making sure that they're taking any assessments or tests independently. The last thing we have here is logging time and excuses. So if you haven't watched the Nucleus training yet, this will make much more sense when you view that. But you're required to enter your students' hours of attendance and participation in school activities. So remember, this is anything that's outside of the live class time. So whether your student is required for those classes or not, it will still log that time in Nucleus for them. So you're only having to log any additional time for them to be able to meet the required number of hours. Uploading excuses. Again, this was talked about in Nucleus, but any reason that your student has not attended school for that day, you will have to upload documentation into Nucleus for your attendance specialist to review.
So as your student has attendance issues, these are the ways that we will be notifying you. When your student has 2 unexcused absences, there will be a system alert that comes from Nucleus, and you can customize that to be a text message or other ways as well. And then after 3 unexcused absences, there is an email notification that comes from your attendance specialist. At 4 unexcused absences, there will be a phone call from your attendance specialist. At 5 unexcused absences, you will receive a certified letter in the mail and a notification for a meeting with an attendance officer. This is called an SAC meeting or a student attendance committee meeting. The meeting is required for a legal guardian or learning coach to attend and speak with the attendance officer. At 7 unexcused absences, there is an email notification. At 8 or 9 unexcused absences, there will be a phone call. And then at 10 unexcused absence, your student will be withdrawn from GCA. So as this happens, as your student becomes truant, they will have an SAC meeting where the attendance officer will ask questions to see if there are any barriers we can remove to help your student attend class. Your attendance specialist will provide interventions for your student so that they can be successful in attending class. But if the interventions do not work and your student receives 10 unexcused absences, then they will be withdrawn from GCA. Thank you very much for partnering with us to help your student attend all required sessions and reach all of their required hours. And we hope that you have a really great year.